This is part 2 of my live log cabin feeder build. Of course, done in the style of a log cabin. I've taken the time to cut down a bunch of old tobacco sticks to make these little miniature-sized square logs. Just a little recap. In part 1 of this bird feeder build, I took a pre-existing old platform that I was using for a feeder. I put a heated bird bath in place. With the cold winter months coming up, I want to be able to make sure I have open water source for the birds. This is an electric plug-in, low wattage heated bird bath. And it works great to keep that water thawed all winter long and allow the birds to have a place to bathe and get fresh drinking water from. So in this part 2, I'm going to finish off this build. I've got all the pieces cut to put a nice little staircase in place here with some railings made out of twigs. Gonna look pretty cool. I've got the front and back gables cut with all the strips that I'm gonna use for the roofing on this. I also put in some little retaining walls on the inside to contain and hold some peanuts and some seed in there for the birds and squirrels and chipmunks. So we're gonna just go ahead and get moving here on the remainder of this build and get the rest of these parts and components in place to get this thing finished off. So we're gonna start with, just wanna make sure that's on a good angle to view. We're gonna start with a couple of ridge beams here. With a couple of header beams here. Front, back, and sides to then mount the gables into place. So there's the gable ends and the ridge beam for the roof structure. Go ahead and get that tacked in place. As soon as I get these fastened into place, I'll go ahead and get the roof boards on. Alright, there's the roof structure. These are the slats that I'm going to use for the actual roofing surface. I'm just going to lap these. And hopefully, by the time I get to the top, they'll line up nicely. after this one, and we should be right around the peak. Perfect. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to just flip this around. And these slats that I'm using for the roof surface are actually old tobacco sticks. These are from a farm over by St. Thomas, Ontario. Lots of old tobacco farms over there that were shut down throughout the past several decades. And the farmers had literally thousands and thousands of these things kicking around. They're much harder to find now because people have caught on that they're really great old wood to use for reclaiming or for different projects like this. So we were lucky we got a whole bunch of them a few years ago, and we still got a fair amount to work off of. So that is what I'm actually using for, I guess, the shingles, the roof surface. Last roof piece. Perfect. All right, so that is our roof structure in place. Next, we're going to put in a set of stairs here. You want to make it easy for the birds and critters to get up inside to get the peanuts and seed. So I pre-cut a bunch of stair steps. Just going to get those in place here. You can see I've already fastened the upright balusters for the stair rail. And I've cut these little pieces of twig and I've notched out the bottom to sit on the post nicely. I've already pre-driven a nail into place. So once I get all these steps in place, I'm going to fasten little twig railings like that for the staircase. All right, now the bottom step with the balusters. See if we can get these railings positioned. We're going to glue them into place like pre-drilled holes into the front logs for the end of this railing to go into. Put a nice dab of glue on there. That positioned in the hole. Drag this tiny finishing nail into the baluster, hopefully. Go just like that. Same on the other side. Just like that. That actually worked out a little smoother than I thought it was going to. Working with tiny twigs can be very difficult. All right, so we got our staircase in place, our railings, roofs in place. I'm gonna add a little feeder tray out front here as an addition. But I'm also gonna do a little sort of perch for the birds out of real twigs here. So I just wanna make sure that that's positioned so that this works out. There we go. All right, so that's going to hold this perch up here. stretch that out with a little thicker, bigger piece for that. This is very difficult to brad nail through. All right, nice little perch for the birdies to land on before they head down to the feed or into the bird bath otherwise. There we go. That is my log cabin bird feeder build. This live hasn't lasted near as long as the other one because it was really just finishing touches to be done on this one. So I'm gonna go get this set up outside, out back in the backyard. I'm gonna get some peanuts and seed put in place. Then I'm gonna do some recordings and put out some other videos for bird watching featuring this new feeder, guys. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Turn your notifications on so you know when new videos land or when I'm going live otherwise. And hope you enjoy the videos. Check out my content, guys, and part 1 to this. It's on my channel. Watch out for more. I'm going to be doing lots of bird feeder builds like this. Have an awesome day, everyone.